All right, everybody, welcome to the quick video today. I got one of our clients, Leo, here from Cameron Prestige in the Boston area, and he's had great success using listings to leads, the expired marketing plan, and the 100 plus point home marketing plan to get 10 listings and some other deals as well in the pipeline, or actually in the pipeline and under contract in the last 10 weeks. Leo, go ahead and introduce yourself and let's find out a little bit more about what you're doing.
Yep. My name is Leo Nicolouzis. I'm from Boston, from the Boston area. This is my 5th year in real estate. And that's pretty much it. I just keep on pounding the pavement. That's how I tell everyone.
So you're not brand new, but you're not a 10 to 20 year veteran either.
I'm a 20 plus year veteran in sales. I was at one company. So I just converted the food industry into this industry.
We got a client down in Florida, Neil Wolf, Vince, who was 20-year car salesman. And he took the sales experience, that direct sales experience, and put it into real estate. And he's killing it. I mean, he's just so well. So that's awesome. I didn't realize it was only 5 years in real estate, but like you said, 20 plus years in sales altogether.
Yep.
All right. So dude, let's get at it. Because what people want to know is like, how in the world are you getting all of these listings? You're using the expired home marketing plan, the 100 plus point home marketing plan. How are you using it? What were you doing beforehand to get listings? And how has this changed what you're doing?
There's only, when I first started the business, I brought in 1,300 people in my sphere from the food industry. Still people buy from me and stuff like that. There's only so much you can do. Everyone's not going to sell you their house. So I had to think, I had to go back 20 plus years and think how I started building my foundation in the food industry. So that's what I did. So I said, okay, what can I do to entice? It's not really entice, but be top of mind with a seller or a buyer, whoever it is. So the first listing to leads that came in was a buyer after saw one of my ads. 14 months later, we closed on a property.
Okay.
So that helped a lot. So I said, okay, this works. You just got to be consistent. So now I just have a team. It's me, my VA, and my wholesaler. And we make probably 600 to 700 dials a week. I dial, I call. If you can't make 200 phone calls a week, you can't make it, something's wrong.
Yeah.
You got to talk to people. You got to talk to people. On one of your sessions, Scott, you kept on saying Mailbox Power. So I said, okay, Mailbox Power. A couple of times I started looking into it. And what I ended up doing, this is good for everyone to listen to this part. How do you stay in top of mind and how you're going to separate yourself from the other agent? People like something personal.
Yes.
So now that I talk to people, I have appointments already lined up this week and next week. I send them a mug and it just says like on it, property of Scott. And it says home buying decisions on it, one sip at a time.
Okay.
With a note. And I do that. And after, I do that when I know that person is serious with the meeting. After they see my expired listing package or my 100 point sellers package.
Right.
And it's all about the follow-up. If you don't follow up, I don't care how many times. I have a little system with all my guys, and we do this. We call, they don't pick up, you text right away.
Yep.
2 days later, you call, you text again. I started using the Mailbox Power. I have a custom-made greeting card, not a postcard, a greeting card, very personal. I send it out. I don't talk about my business. I don't make it salesy. And I just say, hey, Scott, I miss you. I'm just following up. If you got my paperwork and stuff like that, the chances of them opening up that envelope is the opening rate is very high now. So that's what I do. And then we have a conversation. I follow up. It's all about the follow up. I don't care
Yeah.
if you make 5 phone calls, they don't pick up sooner or later. Even my VA does circle prospecting on all my listings when I open houses,
Yeah.
sell property, steal the other agent's properties because they're not doing what I'm doing. And they get a text right away. Did you know about it? It's simple, easy, and it goes right to a link.
Yep.
It goes to a link of, Scott, you see my videos? It goes to a video. So we talk about it. So now, even now, I converted making personal videos to people. Hey, Scott, this is Leo. You were at my open house. Just want to follow up. What is 30-second video? It goes into my YouTube channel, and I keep it, I don't public that. I keep it private. So it just goes to them.
Oh,
well, that's how I converted my business, because in the food industry, all the private country clubs where people are spending $100,000 and I'm going to the chefs, I'm bringing organic mushrooms, or I'm bringing new burgers, or I'm bringing something as like a gift package. Since I started that way in the food industry, I did $20 million in sales. Now I brought over here.
That's interesting, because the whole coffee mug idea, we actually have trained on that in the past, where we actually put a screenshot of the marketing plan with the QR code in the coffee mug. And that's something else that people have gotten listings from. And then Leo's idea of both circle prospecting, the open house, or your listings in general, and the idea of the video thank you after the open house. We cover that a lot in our open house trainings as well. So yeah, dude, those are all good things that too many people like to hide behind an ad or an email and not make the phone calls, not make a personal video text message to people that really can unseal the hesitation that people have. Because I think once they see your face and they get to hear you, it makes it a lot more personal. And you got the greeting card, again, the coffee mug idea. These are things that just make you stand out against every other agent out there.
Yeah. Even my buyers in December.
Yeah.
So I had 4 buyers that bought properties just this December. I just sent them a mug with a note. So it has a property of their name, my logo, and one sip at a time, being a homeowner or some quirky thing. I put a note and I say to them, happy 3 months being a homeowner.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. And then
I did about the 21-year-old that just bought a house for me.
Yeah. No, I didn't see that.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, I didn't see that video.
That alone got me 5 referrals.
Oh, awesome.
Wow.
Hey, Leo, let me ask you a question, because I've seen your videos a few times. What are you using for equipment? Are you doing this on a phone? Do you have a camera? How do you do that? Because I think a lot of our clients want to do videos, but they're a little bit like shy. They're like, this is going to be really too difficult. How are you doing that?
This is what I tell everyone, even the people who I mentor. I'm 58 years old. You think I want to be in front of a camera? I do it because it brings me business. Last year brought me 12 deals. What I do, I have my camera, I have my own phone, I have a Samsung, and I have a social media person. I'm not going to lie to anyone, I spend $10,000 a year. She does all my posts, all my crazy stuff. We do a lot of repurposing. We move things around. And every day I tell everyone, while you're driving, while you're walking, while you're talking to people, someone's going to talk to you about real estate, and think about what is happening right now. You could be going into your buyers and seeing someone at a house, and I see, oh my God, look at, you remember those little pencil sharpeners things always in the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to school, you put your pencil in the sharpener and you turn it.
Yeah.
In the older homes here, you see them everywhere. So I took pictures of almost like 60 of them, and I'm putting them on a reel my girl's going to make.
Yeah.
We're going to say, have you seen this recently?
Oh,
I'm just getting, so you got to think of something different.
Yeah. Well, you never know what's going to hit. You never know what's going to take off. So you just got to be, like you said, just be thinking about things. And 99 people out of 100 would look at that and think, what's the point? But I think that's an awesome, because people are going to, especially when you think about the first time a home buyer is 40, the second or third time buyer and seller are going to be in their 50s and 60s. They're going to remember all that. They remember. So for the younger agents, it might be right over their heads. They wouldn't even understand what it is.
So my social media girl told me, she told me get a ring light, get a stand. Now I got a few stands for my phone. I have my wife, and I said to my wife, okay, what are you doing? You got 10 minutes tomorrow, 20 minutes? We're making this video. You mind helping me? She goes, yeah. And I already have the script ready in my head. I put it on paper, and then I put it on the teleprompter on the app, and then I just go, and I don't care where I am.
Yeah.
And I just make the video, and I got one coming out next week. It's going to be really good.
Awesome.
And it talks about a 21-year-old, and I'm knocking on the camera and saying, don't tell me you don't have no money. You don't have your age. Don't tell me anything like that. I want to hear it. And I got a young 21-year-old with $9,700 in a 2-family house.
Oh, wow. Nice.
You got to know. And I got a $10,000 seller credit. She only had to bring $9,700. Out of that $9,700, $6,000 was a gift from my mom.
Nice.
So don't you think that's a story I tell people?
Yeah.
That's a huge story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I tell that to a lot of people as well. So, man, every single deal you've got, there's something in that deal that you can take and share with people, and someone is going to identify with that. And someone's going to go, oh, wow, that's me, or that could be me. And then, and then they can reach out to you and accomplish the same thing. So, well, let's talk about the expireds first. And then I want to talk about the 100-point home marketing plan and where all that fits in. So for the expireds, so what's the process there? Like every day, are you finding new expireds? Do you text them? Do you call them? Do you add them to your listings to leads account and send them the flip book, or do you mail it or door knock, or what are you doing there?
So I do a little research. I know you said go back 90 days, but I go back 3 years.
Wow.
So I go back 3 years and I reach out to people. And 3 years ago, the market was good. And you still find expired listings. So I'm asking people like, hey, why didn't it sell? What happened? And they'll tell me. Oh, I'm moving. I decided to build. It's not time. I have picked up a couple listings from expired from 3 years ago. And that's what we're doing. So I built up a list now of 3, 2, and 1. I turn around and I reach out. They don't pick up the phone. I send them a postcard. Let's have a conversation. I can send you, I give them my QR code to my flip book.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It gets expensive when you start reaching out 50 people, when you send out 50 postcards, 50 greeting cards. So I started doing QR codes on that.
Yep.
It hits. And I'm probably averaging right now, probably 2 to 4 appointments every week now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of appointments.
Yeah.
My team calls, I call.
And how many postcards? And how many postcards are you sending a week?
50.
Okay. And are these 50 to new people? What is the follow-up? So if you send 50 postcards a week, how many weeks did it take to get to the 2 to 4 appointments a week?
So I send out 50.
Yep.
And then the following week I send out another 50. And then in the middle of the second week, I make phone calls.
Okay.
I make the phone calls. My VA makes the phone calls. We have a script. We follow. It's very simple. Did you get the product? Did you get the greeting card? I don't make it cheesy. I don't make something flashy. It's very plain greeting card. Stay away from the flashy stuff.
Yep.
You get more personal, opens up. And I always give the name of the homeowner. So if it's John, Steve, Mary, it's always going to come automatic. And we just do that. And we just keep on following up. A couple of people have said to me, this is spam. I go, no, it's not spam. So I asked my phone company my caller ID to come up as Leo Realtor.
Oh, that's a great tip.
Yeah. So they did that for me. So everyone sees my number. Like I'm not a spam.
Right.
And that's the process. We keep on going. Some weeks we hit, some weeks we don't hit. Either we have the magic or we don't have the magic. Another thing I learned with my VA and my wholesaler, just so you guys know, sit down with them every other week, watch their call list, give them incentive. If they get an appointment for me and I sign that listing, they get $50 right off the bat. I close the deal, they get $500.
Oh,
so,
that's great.
Yeah. So there's an incentive for them. They can make some on top of that what they get paid. So that's what we're doing. And I decided to cut down the team just to me and 2 other people. It's very small and we just do our thing.
Yeah, but if you get everybody incentivized, going down the same path, that's absolutely phenomenal. Because if you're getting 2 to 4 appointments a week, that's pretty good, and that's only going to probably build as your processes get better. Maybe you go from 50 to 100 at some point, but you've also got to make sure that you don't do too much that you can't handle.
So last year I did 42 deals. So now I'm just trying to get to 60. That's my goal with just the team that I have.
Yeah.
And I know I can do it. It's all about time blocking, stuff like that. And you have to keep an eye of your whole schedule through the week. So every Sunday, I check my week that's coming up with my team. They get a sheet from me. Okay, here we go. We're going to be targeting this group. I also use with listing to leads with the postcards. They merge with Mailbox Power. I don't know if you knew that. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I can get something out in less than a half an hour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the postcards go out on the sold properties and we make phone calls. So this week, a matter of fact, I sent out 2 areas, 2 different states. Because I'm in Mass. I did one in Massachusetts and one in New Hampshire.
Okay.
And I already sent out the postcards 2 weeks ago, and now my team will be calling them all up.
Where do you pull that list from?
I use Mojo Dialer as my dialer.
Okay.
But I use Deal Machine. You ever heard of them?
Yep.
So Deal Machine breaks it down much better for you.
Yeah.
And I break it down.
Okay.
And then I use 2 AI systems, Claude.
Yep.
Claude is awesome for taking anything that's in a template. So if you're uploading from Deal Machine and you want to download it to Mojo, you just ask the system to do that.
Oh, the format, the file, and everything. Yeah, exactly. I do that for Facebook custom audiences as well.
Yep. I do that for everything now. It does everything. And then I use ChatGPT for other things. It does all my scheduling and stuff like that.
Okay, awesome. And then so when the expired homeowner or listing presentation and they see whether it's a flip book, or do you ever print these out as well?
Yeah, I bought them from you the first batch, but then I'm going to be honest, Scott, I went to Staples and I brought it there.
Okay.
And they worked out a deal for me.
Okay, awesome.
So they worked out an amazing deal, and I give them business every month. So I buy 40 expireds and 40 100-point thing, and I made my own custom thing. You have the one that has a sold sign on it. I took that out. I put something else. I want it to be more personal.
Yes. Yep.
You know what I mean? And just show the person, and then I have a letter that goes with it.
Yep.
And then I put my card, my business card.
So you got 40 expireds and you got 40 of the standard 100-point home marketing plan booklets. What is your strategy for getting them out? Who do you decide is going to get them? And then, because these are hard physical copies, right? They're like magazine booklets. Right. They got the entire marketing plan inside of them. How do you decide who gets them, and how do you get them to them?
So the house has to be 650,000 or more.
Okay.
And if it's less, I take that, I upload the address in Listening to Leads, and I make my own booklet, like a 3-binder thing. I make my own little booklet. I have a folder that I use for open houses when people come to my properties, and I just use that and just send it. So sometimes you'll find properties that are 350, 400, under 500,000. So when you go like Rhode Island or New Hampshire, Western Mass.
But for the ones that are 650 and above, are these people that are getting the postcard, or they're getting the greeting cards, the postcards?
You're getting everything. They're getting touched all the time. So I have already.
But if you got 40 of them, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I always keep extras for myself too, because sometimes I go to a couple local breakfast shops and I leave 10 books there and people see my stuff.
Dude, that is hilarious. I've actually half jokingly, although I won't half joke about it anymore, I've half jokingly said to do something like that, where I'm like, just go to Starbucks or a local like cafe or whatever and just accidentally leave one behind.
Yep. I leave 10. The guy lets me leave 10 behind.
Oh, wow. Because these are things. Yeah, because I always tell people the goal is to get these in front of homeowners, because the more homeowners that get these, the more listings you're going to get, the more calls you're going to get, the more they're going to be so impressed with what you got, because there's nobody else out there that is doing this, whether it's for expireds, canceled, FSBOs, regular seller leads, homeowners that are thinking about selling. And so the whole goal is, and to your point, dude, that is absolute gold, because if I can get 40 of these out for expireds and 40 of these out for regular homeowners, you're going to get deals, right? You're going to get deals, whether you email it to them at the link, whether you mail it to them, whether you door knock, whether you leave them at a cafe where people can just see them maybe on the counter or something and they go, oh, what the heck is that? That looks amazing. Oh, we're thinking about, or we know somebody thinking about selling, and they take one, and for $10 or so, whether you get them from Staples or order them from us or whatever, but the more people that see these in your area, just, the more listings that you're going to get. And I'm sure, like you're picking up buyers as well.
Yeah. And another little trick I learned on the MLS over here where I am is I look under the agent. So there's a local agent that I do. There's one agent in my area I don't think she's that great. Yeah. But she gets a lot of business because she's been there longer. So I go under and find her expired stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because then
I personally go after her expired stuff.
Dude, because you know her marketing, you know her deal.
In the same town.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
You got to do a little recon. I tell everyone you got to do some recon. You got to take a moment and just think about how you're going to plan your week. That's huge. And how you're going to go about with your business. Sometimes I have to drive 2 hours for an appointment, a listing appointment. I'm not a region. I tell this to everyone. I'm not a town agent. I'm a state agent. I'm licensed in 3 states, and I'm going to cover all 3 states. That's it.
Wow.
So I went to an appointment because I sent someone something in the mail every year for 3 years. And it even cost me $50. And then she called me up and said, Leo, I want to do business.
Yeah. That's why with our expired stuff and even our seller stuff, calling regularly, mailing something regularly, getting the booklet in front of them when appropriate.
Yep.
It's not rocket science, but it's planning, it's having the system set up, and it's just implementing it. And again, not hiding behind a Facebook ad or a social media post. There's nothing like calling, and there's nothing like doing video, even for the people that are not comfortable maybe doing a full-on video on YouTube and Instagram, but doing a video call or video voicemail where they can, again, see you, get to know you, doing your open houses. Let me ask you this. I'm curious to your question, your answer. Do you take these to the open houses? And
I do. I do.
That's one.
I take everything. I have a whole system for my open houses.
Yep.
I got QR codes, but I don't want people to sign in with a QR code. I have a tablet.
Yep.
And I want them to physically sign. I want to see they sign right there with me. I'm the gatekeeper. I have to be.
Yep.
I don't like people wandering around in $1 million home. I don't like that. And then I see all that and I ask the question, are you working with an agent or not? And then every Monday after the open house, this is big. I send them a feedback email. And I say, hey, What did you like about the property? What did you think about the property? All that. And I do all that. Another thing, Scott, I have videos now because you watch some of my videos, and I have links that I'm working on right now that they go to. So a listing to lead ad,
Yep.
they go right to my, it'll be I don't put a video on a listing to lead ad. I put just a post,
Yep.
but I put a link now to my video and people see it. And then people who sign on, buyers or sellers, it goes into my CRM in my campaign, and I have it set up. They can see my video, and I have 4 steps of texting and email too. So if I can't get to them on the phone quickly enough, I have it set up right away that they get a text and an email from me.
And then the videos are part of that whole process. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you do videos like a 4-step buyer program, like video 1 for buyer, video 2 walking through the buying or selling process? Or
I'm debating about that. I'm thinking about doing that.
Yeah.
Me and my social media girl were talking about setting up a playlist on YouTube. So we're starting to do something like that right now.
Okay.
For buyers and sellers, so people can look at the playlist. I give them the link. It's not going to be online on the YouTube. It would be private, and they can watch all that.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome as well, because in that way, they're seeing you, but then they're also learning a little bit about the whole process. But it's still just doing regular videos where it's not always real estate. It's just great where you're just greeting them, inviting them to call you is great as well. All right, dude, anything else? Actually, one more question I've got, and Vince, you may have another one. When you're presenting the 100-point home marketing plan in a listing presentation, and this could be expired or regular, what is like the tip and reaction from, what is your tip for the agent, but what is some of the reactions you get from people, the sellers, compared to maybe what you were doing before you were using these?
I'm a hands-on person. I like to show people what's going on. I don't just throw contracts in front of everyone. This takes the way you talk to people. You got to be serious with them, about not just, hey, sign my listing. No, I walk through them. I even joke around with them about my presentation, my marketing presentation, Scott. And I say, I do all this stuff. It benefits for me too. I tell them. They're like, what do you mean? Because I get buyers and sellers, I tell them, and they laugh at that. And I'm honest with them. If you're transparent, they have a chuckle. So it benefits you and it benefits me, I tell them. And they like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They all like it when we get to put their email. You know how we get one area, we get to put their name of the owner and the email, and then they get to see all that process. They like that.
Yeah. Yeah. They can scan the QR code.
They like all that.
Yeah. They can send a text code. Because I always tell people, and you may feel a little bit differently, but I always tell people when you're in a listing presentation, you greet them, you go do a little tour of the property, go through all of that. But before you get into the CMA, before you get into your commission, go through this first, because when you go through this first, the conversation around pricing, the conversation around commission, the conversation around what are you going to do to get my home sold, a lot of that is alleviated, and they're going to trust you a lot more because they've seen the plan and they go, my God, this guy's got one of the best plans we've ever seen. We couldn't have imagined it would be this involved. Now, when he tells me the pricing, when he tells me the commission and all of that, those conversations are a lot smoother and easier for you as the agent. Right. You agree with that?
I agree. And I'd rather be the last agent to be interviewed. Because I'm going to come there with the booklet. I leave other things too. I'm not going to say what I leave, but I leave other things.
Yep.
And I want to leave there being impressed. Oh, this guy cares. He wants to do business with me. I bring the right paperwork.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be the last. Usually 8 out of 10 times I get the listing.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Awesome. Dude.
I'll give you a funny story. 2 years ago in my development, I sold a house. I told the homeowner what to do, literally 3 houses away from me on a cul-de-sac. And I told the homeowner, do exactly this. I'll get you $200,000 and you'll still come in at a price. He said, okay. The neighbor came up to me down the street and says, Leo, I'm going to sell my house next year, but I'm not going to use you. I'm going to use my agent. I said, okay, no problem. He saw the whole process. He saw everything. Guess what? Didn't even sell. On the market for 120 days, and I sent him he rented out his house and moved somewhere else because he wanted a pool, which I don't care.
Yeah.
And then I sent him the expired listing package.
Okay.
In a letter. And
Yeah.
I called him up 15 days later and I said, hey, Joe, it's Leo. And we're talking. He goes, Leo, I had to rent it out. And he still goes, I still have an agent. And I had to say to him, what part did I miss? Did I miss that you didn't see what I do? Did I miss because you're loyal to that agent who didn't sell your property?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He couldn't give me an answer.
Wow. Yeah, it's funny because I've had a few people, agents, who told me, hey, they're talking to an owner. The owner said, I've already got a few other agents I'm talking to. And I always tell people, it doesn't matter. Just still get this to them in the mail or drop it off to them or via text, via email, because you got the links, you got the printed copy of it. And they've actually won the listings when the seller, whether it's regular seller, expired seller, said that they've already had another agent. So, you're not going to get them every time, but I always tell people, don't let the whole, I'm going to go with another agent thing, unless they've already signed. Even if they tell you they're going to go with another agent, get these plans in front of that homeowner, because it'll change a lot of their minds.
Yeah. I tell everyone every day a seller wakes up and a buyer wakes up ready to do business. If you have that mentality every day, get ready.
Yeah. Have that mentality, get the plans in front of people, follow up with people. Don't get lazy and hiding behind an email or an ad or just a post. You got to call people. You got to get in front of people and this is where your former sales comes into play. If you're not in front of people, talking to people, you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, you're at a disadvantage. You have to be in front of people no matter what.
Yeah, exactly right. And this is just the way to get in front of people faster. That's all we're trying to do here. And give you more confidence, give them more confidence in you. Dude, listen, thank you so much for hanging out with us for a little bit. Love the conversation here. Vince, do you have anything you want to share?
I do. I have one question because, Leo, first of all, thank you so much for spending some time with us. But I like to boil it down because we have a lot of really great stories from our clients and they approach it differently. And for you, it seems, and I want to make sure I'm hearing it right, you're starting first with some print. It's your greeting card. Maybe you're mailing a presentation to people, right? And then it's your follow-up, right? I don't think you're not really running ads to get listings in. It sounds like you're going.
I do.
You do.
I only run ads on all my properties that are on the market.
Correct. But that's not, hey, sell my house. You are doing our normal ads, but it sounds like you're leading with print. You have a great follow-up. And of course, you're using Facebook ads to advertise your listing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once a week, Scott knows, once a week I use, because he helped me out get the VA loan thing. And I put the video up and people reach out. So I don't put those up like every week, every day, once a week. Yeah. I put that up. I put a nice link and people reach out to me.
Oh, wow. All right. So that's awesome. And you started, I thought maybe to mention it, but what ads are you doing that are getting you seller leads or listings?
Just for my properties.
So pending and just sold, or even
just
the buyer?
Open houses and just sold. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I don't do no pending. I don't do under agreement. I don't do none of that stuff. All my videos are related. So when I make the video, Scott, I make coming soon, open house, and sold. That's it.
Yep.
I don't talk about under agreement. I don't talk about home inspection. I don't talk about, unless something comes up like that.
Yeah.
But I have this, I don't want bad luck. So once it goes under agreement, I just want it to go. And I want to get to the table. So I don't want people to whatever.
So in the just sold ads, do you get good seller leads or listings out of the Facebook ads for just sold as well?
I do.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. And I tweak it all the time. I put it into ChatGPT. Yep. I asked about the captions. I said, should we do this? So I take the listing to leads caption.
Yep.
And I take my own and we mesh it together. We talk about it through AI.
Yep.
And I see what works, what doesn't work, and just like tweak everything.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I tell people all the time, just go ahead and just copy what we got, screenshot it, just copy the text, throw it into the AI, because the longer you're using your AI program, the more it gets to know you, the more it gets to know what's working and not working for you. And so it can build up a really nice repository and a great conversation and you'll also learn what's working and not working with it.
Yeah.
The first time you do it, it's not going to have enough background on you, but the longer you stay at it, the more it does. Yep. What's your budget on a just sold, and do you run it for a week, or what is that?
I run it for a week for $100.
Yep. And is it a video or image?
It's just an image.
Okay, perfect.
And it goes to a video if they want to see more about it.
Oh, awesome.
So we talk about the video like this buyer, because all my videos will talk about the buyer. So I talk about the selling process.
Yes.
Or whatever happened. This one went over, got appraised more than the purchase price. Whatever happened.
So the ad will go to a video where you're deconstructing like a little mini case study.
Yep.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, that's
awesome.
And
then I make that kind of video also, and I put it through my email blast through my CRM.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, and I just go through that.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things that we're going to be offering a just sold a campaign management service. And that's going to be one of the things that is going to be a part of that, where it's like a little mini case study, both in print and a video script for people to do. So many people, they love to overcomplicate video, where like you're talking about, man, grab your phone, grab an idea, right? Something that's happened. And the idea of a just sold, or when you have a buyer that buys a property, man, that is one of the best marketing assets you've got right there, in addition to the 100-point home marketing plan. Because again, someone's going to see themselves in that story, and they're going to go, man, that could be me. That could have been me that bought a house because I don't have a lot of money, or I had an issue, or man, he made that sound really easy and he's able to help these people. And then that builds over time with more and more of these videos for both buyers and sellers, that it's just that familiarity with you going, man, this guy is helping people.
Yeah. If you're consistent, I have a niche. I'm not looking to grow my presence online. Oh, I need 1 million followers. I don't need that. You know what I mean? 100,000. I have 130,000 people now watching my videos every month. That's plenty.
Yeah.
That gives me a business.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So if it grows, I grow it organically. I'm not growing it like crazy.
Awesome.
And that's how I want. And I show. And you asked me, Scott, why did I do a video with expired? I didn't show the whole magazine. Remember you said that?
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Because I give curiosity. I don't want to give the whole sauce to the person.
Yep.
Here's a booklet. Reach out to me. And that's what I've been doing. So you give a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little peek.
Love it.
And it's been doing good for me. So that video has been doing very well for me.
Awesome. That's like I said, you never know what's going to really hit. And as you say, you get, the general recipe, and then you just keep iterating and keep producing. And like you said, stay consistent.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Listen, thank you, Leo, so much for hanging out with us. I tell people all the time, go find Leo on Instagram. What's your Instagram? Is it just your name?
Yeah. Leo, or my business name, Vinegar Hill Homes, or Leo Nicolouzis. Yeah. I got both. So.
Perfect. Yeah, my wife follows you. She loves your stuff.
I know.
Yeah. So anyways, thank you, Leo, for hanging out with us for a little bit. Vince, thanks for hanging out as well.
Thank you so much.
Right,
I appreciate
I'll talk to you a little bit later.
All right, guys. Take care.
Thank you, guys. All right. Bye-bye.